Hello, and welcome to your training. This presentation is designed to inform you of the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards and what you need to know to ensure the products you are selling to city agencies and supported programs comply. This training is designed for food vendors to provide greater understanding for what to consider when you are responding to product-level bids and/or selling items to city programs and agencies. The first part of this training will cover background information on why the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards are important to providing healthy options to individuals served. Of the 10 largest cities in the United States, Philadelphia has some of the highest rates of poverty and related chronic diseases. Philadelphia has the highest rates of premature death from cardiovascular disease and the second highest rates of adult diabetes prevalence. These issues begin in childhood. Across the nation, 1 in 3 children are at risk of developing diabetes within their lifetime. For African American and Latinx children, that number is 1 in 2. The city of Philadelphia serves nearly 14.5 million meals and snacks to over 207,000 individuals each year. While many agencies follow existing nutrition standards and criteria, they can be inconsistent across programs. Comprehensive nutrition standards reinforce the city's commitment to high-quality care for the people its programs serve. These nutrition standards help to protect people from deadly diseases and help them live long, healthy, and productive lives. The nutrition standards are based on the 2015 to 2020 USDA Dietary Guidelines, the food standards adopted by the federal government and other local governments, and review and feedback from city agencies. As the dietary guidelines and other public health information are updated, the Philadelphia Department of Public Health will make periodic revisions to the standards to ensure they align with the latest dietary guidance. Per Executive Order 414, all city agencies that purchase, serve, sell, or otherwise provide food must follow the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards. This includes contracted vendors and organizations. Where possible, agencies are encouraged to incorporate non-mandatory best practices for healthy meetings, sustainability, and non-vending concessions. Some examples include 1. Correctional facilities, 2. Youth detention centers, 3. City-funded after-school and summer programming, 4. Shelters, 5. Adult care, 6. Vending machines on city-owned or leased property. The Philadelphia Nutrition Standards are broken up into several sections that include required and recommended guidelines. Required standards include guidelines for purchased foods, meals and snacks served, nutrient standards, population-specific standards with exceptions for children, and vending standards for beverages, snacks, and meals. There are also recommended standards for meetings and parties, sustainability guidelines, and public concessions, catering, and special events. Knowledge check. True or false? If a city department is regulated by other nutrition standards, state or federal, it does not have to follow the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards. The next several slides provide guidance on how to identify if a product meets the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards. Here are some tips on how to identify items that meet the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards. The following slides lay out in greater detail what you need to know when selling products to the City of Philadelphia and city-supported programs. The following products are generally compliant with the standards. Fresh fruit. Lean proteins such as fresh or fresh frozen chicken, turkey, and fish. 100% juice. Whole plain grains such as brown rice, oats, and quinoa. Dried beans. Fruit packed in 100% juice or water rather than syrup. Fresh vegetables. Tofu and low-sodium plant-based proteins, and low-sodium canned goods. The next list of items require more information through reading the nutrition facts panel and ingredient label. Bread and dough, milk and yogurt, frozen vegetables and meats. The last list is made up of products that require a closer look and considering which individual products of these types may meet the standards. Smoked or processed meats, broth and soup bases, frozen breaded foods, these are usually fried at the factory, canned foods of all types, sauces and condiments, cheese, beverages, cereal, and snacks. All products must contain 0 grams trans fat and have no partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredients list. Looking at the food label to the left, you can see that this is a two-part process. 1. The nutrition facts panel should indicate 0 grams trans fat. 2. The ingredient label should not contain any ingredients identified as partially hydrogenated. Why is this so important? Trans fats raise bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol in the body. This puts us at risk for heart disease. Everyone should aim to consume no artificial trans fats. If any single product contains more than or equal to 480 milligrams of sodium per serving, it does not meet the nutrition standards. Please note, there are several lower sodium standards by individual food category. See following slides for details. Why is this important? Sodium levels can add up, especially in processed foods. It is important to regulate the amount of sodium intake to reduce our risk for high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. Let's test your knowledge. Please answer the following multiple choice question. Note, there is more than one response to this question. Which of these foods are generally compliant with the Philadelphia nutrition standards? What needs to be considered when making meat purchases? There are a number of sodium standards specific to different types of meats. 1. All luncheon or deli meats must contain less than or equal to 480 milligrams of sodium per 2-ounce serving. 2. All canned or frozen seafood and poultry contains less than or equal to 290 milligrams of sodium per serving. 3. All beef, pork, and ground poultry is lean, contains less than or equal to 10% fat by volume. What do you need to know about bread? When considering sliced bread, look for key information in the nutrition facts panel and ingredients label. Look at the nutrition facts panel on the right-hand side of this slide. This is an example of a sliced bread that meets the nutrition standards. As you can see, this item meets the standards for sodium, fiber, and lists whole wheat flour as the first ingredient. Sliced bread must contain less than or equal to 180 milligrams of sodium per serving, at least 2 grams of fiber per serving. All flour tortillas and wraps are whole wheat or whole grain rich and contain at least 2 grams of fiber per serving. How about canned fruits and vegetables? All canned or frozen vegetables and canned beans contain less than or equal to 290 milligrams of sodium per serving. All canned and frozen fruit is packed in unsweetened juice or water, no added sugar. Let's talk about cereals. This includes both hot and cold products. All cereal has less than or equal to 215 milligrams of sodium per serving. All cereal has less than or equal to 10 grams of sugar per serving. All cereal has at least 2 grams of fiber per serving. Now, we will walk through how to determine if a snack meets standards. All snacks must contain less than or equal to 250 calories per serving or package, excluding nuts and seeds. Less than or equal to 7 grams total fat per serving, except snacks containing only nuts and seeds. 0 grams trans fat per serving, and no partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredients list. Less than or equal to 1 gram saturated fat per serving. Less than or equal to 230 milligrams sodium per serving. Less than or equal to 18 grams sugar per serving, except snacks containing only fresh or dried fruit or vegetable or packaged fruit packed in its own juice or water. Knowledge check. According to the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards, these types of food must be whole grain rich, contain more than or equal to 2 grams of fiber per serving. Check all that apply. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the Philadelphia Nutrition Standards and how they fit into your food service program. Please click on the link below to verify your completion of this module.